Happy Saturday, everyone. It's been a crazy busy week, so I've not made any videos. Hopefully next week I can get back on the program a little bit better and take us deeper into the monetization matrix with some specifics. So if you have any questions as you go through the matrix, and you're like, Paul, how do I do X? How do I do Y? Can you give me more insight on this or that? Happy to do it. Email me, freeonlinecoachingclub@gmail.com, freeonlinecoachingclub@gmail.com. Okay, so question from Patrick. I'm considering doing financial coaching in a group format. I'm thinking about putting an offer together for 5 guys to start with. I'll lead them through the process I went through to get out of debt, get my finances under control. I'm thinking about starting with a 3-month process to get them going on tracking expenses, making monthly written budget, a plan for paying off debt, a plan for creating emergency fund, as well as short and long-term savings. Anyway, my target demographic would be Christian men, primarily fathers, who are about a 5 to 7 on a scale of 1 to 10 with their finances. I'm going to come back to that in just a second. Maybe even further, narrow it down to those who are entrepreneurial or own their business. I was thinking $300 for the whole deal per person as an introductory offer. What are your thoughts? So when I'm thinking about this, I like the 3-month process. I like it being $97. Now, here's the thing. Think in advance about an ongoing program you could offer for $97. So this $300 is really $97 a month. And they can certainly, pay in payments, or they can do the $300 up front. What I like about them doing $97 a month is if you have an ongoing program, they can just continue to pay $97. And they're already used to that price tag. And you can become their personal coach, even in a group setting. $97 a month is nothing to help people with their finances. Now, I'm sure some are watching this and going, wait a minute, I don't have $97 a month. And if you got a problem with your finances, you can't pay that. Listen, there are folks paying that for their phone, and they could drop that to probably $25 a month. There are folks wasting $100 a month on fast food, and I've got some family members spending $300 a month on cigarettes. I mean, we need to, that's why you got to have somebody like Patrick to help you locate those expenses and find that 97 so that you're basically getting them for free because you've offset the other expenses, right? Anyway, didn't mean to do an ad for you, but there you go. So think about that. I think that the price is fine. There'll probably be some whiners, but if you're in that entrepreneurial and business sector as well, so if it's Christian guys and they're entrepreneurs or business, then they're going to see that more as a business expense than a personal expense. So that could be an angle on that, but definitely start with the 5 guys to begin with and see how that goes. Use that kind of as your pilot and your base. Secondly, and this is for everybody, he said 5 to 7 on a scale of 1 to 10. I love scales. I'm a 1 to 10 guy all the time. Where are these people? And when even when it comes to ourselves and we're going, man, I don't know as much as the 10. I'm only a 5 in this arena. Hey, but you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 that you can teach, right? Or when you're trying to determine whether you should buy a product, 1 to 10, where are you? If this product requires a level 8, do you need to buy it if you're a level 2? So think in terms of scale. Anyway, that was a little bit of a sidebar from that, but I think it's really helpful to think in those terms. All right, this next question is from Robin. Aside from the crazy offer, asking a single question is the next hardest thing to choose. I have so many questions and yet feel a bit embarrassed because I'm entering my 5th straight year of trying to make my online business work and have made maybe 1,000 in sales total over 5 years. That's sad, and yet I'm knowledgeable, I think, about this industry I've grown to love and be addicted to. And I think that's a fact right there. I think we get addicted to the industry, we get addicted to the concepts, addicted to the products, to the learning. We talk often about people who become professional students. I think that's easy to do within our industry. I'm knowledgeable, yet not profitable. How's that even possible? I'm not going to sit here and cry the blues. However, I feel I should be way beyond breaking even. I should be comfortably giving value to the world and well into profit, but I'm not. Instead, I estimate I have 60 days left at the very most. Realistically, it's probably way less, but I hold out till I have no options left. I've had to take it slow along the way just to get this far. Not to say I haven't invested in myself in business, because I have and continue to do so. How? I have no idea. Out of the blocks in November 2015, I invested in said product. I'm still upset about that one, even though it's been a while. I knew something wasn't right even before I invested there. I should have listened to myself. Shortly after that, I invested again to another premium affiliate marketing system. Invested in it at the gold level of the next 3 years. I've never once been able to make a decent amount of money. The odd sale that did come in at 17 didn't cut it. Mixed in a slew of offline situations, factors in which I sit writing to you right now. But all is not lost yet. I have 3 high-ticket offers and affiliate links to every known company, service, or tool. I have a subscriber list just under 1,000 of the most unresponsive people in the world has ever known, I swear. Anyway, I guess the questions I would ask, and can it be 2 questions? Now then, these 2 questions, Robin and anyone else listening, when you hear these, understand that I'm gonna answer these questions, but tell you these are not the questions you should be asking. And I'm not saying that to be mean or belittle or anything, because I think that you probably have all of the knowledge inside you, and you're maybe not sure about what steps to take. And I've actually got a program that I'm going to email you about that I think is one of the best free programs ever for teaching affiliate marketing, even though the individuals definitely want you to sell their product. But the entire system is free. So, question number 1, how do you make a download link? I should be able to know this, but I don't think that when it comes to making money, that you even need to know how to make a download link. Because if you're not making sales yet, you can email your product to anybody. You can just attach it to your email and send it, right? You don't have to make a download link. You don't need a thank you page. You don't need any of that. So I know that I mention the manual list almost every single episode, but it's critical. It's critical to learn the steps first without the technology. And I don't consider email really technology. So you don't necessarily have to have a web page or download page or any of those things. So the second question is about setting up a zip file that contains a done for you funnel or web page or whatever. And so I'm thinking that you've got a product that you want to combine so that you can send that out. People are going to download that. You know, as far as a zip file goes on your computer, is that you're going to click all the files or select all the files, right click. And if you're on a Mac, it's going to say compress files, and that's going to make a zip file. If you're on a PC, I think that it just says make zip file or something like that. So, and that's how you make it. And then you could email it, right? You don't necessarily have to have that download link. Now then, let's back away from all of that. And I'm going to tell you about something that I think was one of the most useful things I ever did in my business. And that is that I started out by creating disposable websites. This is once you've got the manual list down. Disposable websites. It means they don't matter. They don't count. They're only to be experimented with and you can delete. Like I would get a domain name, they're only $10 a year, right? Or you could even go to WordPress.com, I think, either WordPress.com or .org. One of those, you get to set up your own site. Maybe you can do that with Wix. I don't know about all the programs out there today. But just use WordPress. And never send a soul to it. Just practice. Practice making links. Practice uploading files. Practice designing pages. And often, and I know Robin's in a tough situation because saying there's only 60 days left. We often put so much pressure on ourselves for this thing to make money, we don't function at our optimal level. But when things don't count, when we're just practicing and nothing's on the line, it provides us the freedom to get out there and take the steps that we need to be taking without it mattering, without it counting. So I would say get out there and practice. And that's across the board. I mean, if you've got some sort of funnel building software or page building software and you're out there making your sales page, don't do it to begin with. Make a disposable sales page. Make a sales page that doesn't count. Here's why. We never do anything great the first time, ever, that I know of. So I gave my first speech at age 12, was paid to speak by the time I was 16. I'm now 51 years old. And you think I'm not a lot better today than at 16 or at age 12? I still remember my age 12 speech, and I've got my note cards. Much to do, much to love, much to hope for. 6th grade valedictorian, could never repeat. So when you're thinking about the first time you do anything, most of us would never think, I'm going to enter a race and win the first time. I'm going to cook this meal and it's going to be perfect the first time. And I've never cooked in my life. This is my very first meal ever. Is it going to be great? No, it's not, unless it's something so simple that even I could cook it. If you're giving a speech, is your first speech going to be fantastic? It is not. It's probably going to be pretty bad. But after you get the reps in, the reps in, the reps in, the reps in, then suddenly you got your rhythm and it's working. Same way in business, especially online business. The first things we try don't work. So we got to keep doing them over and over and over again until we figure out what does work. The challenge is everybody acts like their system works the first time. That if you buy it, it's all the answers. And just do what they say do. And it all works out. But we know that's not true. It doesn't work that way. So, disposable websites, disposable blogs, disposable affiliate offers, because you're just practicing. And then one day you'll finally get good. Last question. It's from Valentino. Valentino says, I've heard you give free advice in regards to e-commerce. I wondered if this was true. I've had some success in the area, but I want to know if you could help me take it to the next level. Thank you for reading. Valentino, yes, it is true. It's absolutely free. I'm not going to be making any offers. There's no follow-up sales strategy. Nobody that is watching these videos or made a comment or is on my email list for this particular, let me say that, this particular group has ever received an offer. Now, if you're on some other email list, I'm probably selling you stuff, but not this group. Free online coaching club at gmail.com. Valentino, email me question. If you have questions, you email them as well. Man, hope you have an incredible week. As always, success is not an accident. Be blessed.